This is a top 5 recruit in the class of 2024, Ryan Williams, the new Alabama signee, Mr. Football in Alabama ×2, back-to-back Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Alabama, Under Armour All-American. Am I missing an accolade here?
I don't know. You might be missing a couple, but
State champion at Saraland High School, of course, as well. But really, today, National Signing Day, Ryan, about the Tide. For you, committed so early on, of course, under Nick Saban, stuck with it for over a year, decommitted the night he retired, and it was like, what's going to happen now? All for you to recommit to Alabama and Kalen DeBoer. Take me through the moment you found out Saban was retiring and what it's been like in the few weeks since.
After Coach Saban retired, it kind of left me in a standstill. I didn't really know what to do, because I had already planned in my head I was going to play for him for 3 years, 3 and out, and, I was going to go to the next level and be coached by the GOAT. And then after that happened, I was like, dang, what am I going to do? Because I had been, kind of pushing away every other school. So it was like, I mean, I got to do what I got to do. And then once I decommitted, I really didn't want to, but I knew, I had to keep the communication going, just with other people, because, you never know now, because all the coaches, they just circulate around. So, yeah, then it got crazy for about a week or two. I met Coach DeBoer, Coach Shepard, Coach Grubb. I met all them. I was like, I'm staying home. I'm staying home. And there was no doubt about it. So, I went ahead and shut it down because I didn't want to waste anybody's time.
Right. So you didn't end up taking those last few official visits to other schools. What was it about Coach DeBoer, Coach Grubb, as you said, Coach Shepard, that made you feel comfortable again in Tuscaloosa?
Just just after talking to them, I felt very comfortable, and the way they run their offense, the way it's built, and just them having the confidence that I could come in as a freshman and do what I've been doing in high school on the next level. It meant a lot to me, and I just felt good about it.
How much relief do you have right now? Because you've had an eventful, I would say, 6 weeks. You reclassified from 25 to 24.
Yeah.
You go to Orlando Farmer. Saban retires. Everybody's calling you. You recommit to Bama, and now you sign with Bama. Like, how much relief is in your soul right now?
It's so much. Honestly, I can't even. It's not even an amount that I could truly put on it. But, I feel good. I feel it's probably the best I've felt since probably like my 10th grade. I feel very relaxed. I'm very. I just feel good. I'm just ready to work.
Let people in on how the recruiting process goes for a 5-star guy like yourself. Like you said, you haven't felt this good in years, literally. Yeah. Recruiting is a part of that. How many texts, phone calls, DMs, inquiries? Like how much did you have to deal with before you could get to this point?
Honestly, man, like I told my dad earlier, matter of fact, I was like, you want it until you have it. You want it until you have it, because once you have it, it's a blessing. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't trade it. I'd go through it again. But it's definitely a lot. Just everybody in the country, trying to be on your phone, and it sounds like it's so good until you got to answer those phone calls and tell people no, and do the hard stuff that comes with it. But it was definitely a blessing, and yeah, like I said, I wouldn't trade it.
Outside of the Alabama coaches, who deserves recognition for you ending up there? I know Jalen Mbakwe wants to take some credit. I know you spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
How much of that was true? And what about Saban? Did you get back in contact? Have you spoken to him at all?
Yeah, I have talking to Coach Saban. He was another part of the reason he gave me more confidence. He wouldn't get a coach that you get what I'm saying. Like, he wouldn't get a coach that wouldn't continue on what he's already built. And then definitely Bach is the #1 recruiter.
Why? Just the friendship you've had for a long time?
Yeah.
Or how?
Of course, that's definitely part of the reason. But just him continuing. Of course, he wanted me to be, let's be on the same team. But he had been behind me the whole time, just making sure I'm good and, just making sure the process is going well. Because, he's another 5-star that's been through the process. He know it gets stressful. So, yeah, definitely.
Yes, you could say he's a 5-star. We're at Rivals. He's a 5-star. You're good. Speaking of that, your plans have changed so much coming up to this point. Even the signing plan was originally February 9th, your 17th birthday. Happy early birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
into rolling it up to today and saying, you know what, it's signing day. I'm coming off the board.
Yeah, my dad actually signed on today 17 years ago. So, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But I mean, just the confidence I have, like with Alabama and everything else. I just wanted to move it up and go ahead and get it out the way.
You're obviously the youngest signee Alabama's bringing in, but look, you look at that roster and you say, the receiver room is not what it was in
Yeah.
2018 with Judy, Huggs, and Smith and those guys. Even after that point, it seems like there's opportunity there at the wide receiver position. How much did that play a part, and how do you feel about, making plays on Saturdays as a 17-year-old?
It definitely. I mean, that definitely plays a huge role as well. Just I mean, I feel like I'm ready to play. I know I'm gonna put the work in. It's not gonna be given to me, but I'm definitely ready. I mean, get to turn up in Bryant Dennis, turn up on my home state, and go win some games, go win some rings.
Let's have a little fun before we let you go here, Ryan. Let's go a little rapid
Uh,
fire. What was the best part of the recruiting process for you?
uh, Probably after I committed, yeah,
The
committing.
first time or the second time?
Both, both. It's a great feeling, honestly.
What's the worst part?
The phone call. Oh, what's the official date? August 1st or September 1st?
Yeah.
That day. That's the worst. That's the worst. I promise you. You get so many calls. It's like you don't get to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, do you end up like ignoring coaches because you just can't get to them? Like, how does it work?
Definitely. Roll Tide. But anybody else that's watching, my name Hollywood for a reason. I'm gonna continue to put on a show.
Love it, man. Hey, well, we appreciate you carving out some time today and answering our DMs
Yeah.
about joining IG Live, Ryan. We'll let you go. Happy early birthday again. Congratulations on Alabama, and we'll be watching.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I got